Oh, it's the chicken versus Terra. Oh, chicken pulled. Dude, he's got the shaman. Dude, it's cooked, bro. That's free, right? That's like, you can't lose this matchup. This matchup is unlosable for Fabian. You set up a, you can't deal with that chicken, can you? How do you deal with a chicken? It's Machia. Machia. See, I don't know if I can trust chat either, because sometimes you guys will tell me like 3 different ways to pronounce names. You can also read it like Maki. Matche. See, dude, like this, like you guys just gave me like 3 different ways to pronounce a name. Matche. Can I just say Matt? Think Matt works. All right, we got Matt. Shout out to Matt. Matt, you're in trouble. Fabian's got the shaman. I'm not gonna lie, Matt, you're in big trouble. All right, the fan roadie's coming in. 2 hoots and a knock towel. But yeah, does Matt actually have a way to one-hit KO a chicken? Like, the chicken just is invincible, right? Pikachu just 300. And that's it. That's our max damage, right? Predictions? Okay, regional top cut. Wouldn't Mac be more reasonable nickname? Or we'll go with Mac. All right, attached to the Pikachu, which is not what you want to attach to be honest. But the rest of the hand does not have anything great. Honestly, that's kind of weak. Also, Mac did prize the Ditto. So no possibility set up for a Water Pond. But Fabian does have the Shaman. Me says a game loss going to ASIM. Oof. Unlucky. How many made ASIM? 11 players. 11 player top cut. The LGM as well? Dude, Fabian has got the sauce. What the heck? We ever LGM that Pikachu just to assert dominance? Probably not, right? But we could. Wait, is ASIM 50 minutes? There is 50 minutes on the timer. I feel like there shouldn't be, but maybe ASIM is 50 minutes? Dreepy Torchic getting searched out here from Fabian, and then has Shaman and another Torchic in the hand. Yeah, the Shaman is criminal, man. It's just so... I mean, good. It's good. It's good. Pretty good. This is going to be a really, really tough game for Mac to win here. I feel like you put Shaman down this turn, no? Actually, no, you probably should just to be safe. You don't have to, actually. You could just not put Shaman down here because the chance of the Water Pond is, like, not very likely. But yeah, Shaman comes down. I mean, there's not even, like, really... Oh, I guess if you're going to Iono, there is threat of Water Pond because we could see Crystal plus Crispin plus Water Pond. So, like, Owl... Ooh. Dude, this hand is sick. Oh, Owl at the end there. Okay, saved. I mean, Mac can just go get a Stadium. Plus something. I don't even know. Ooh. Oh, chill. Wait. No, we can't do anything too crazy here. But we can just like fan road him attack, I think. Ooh, with the judge as well. Is the judge even that good? Puts the energy back in the deck, I guess. Could bench another Hoot Hoot. I don't see a reason to not bench the other Hoot Hoot, especially with the area zero. Immediately retreated, but we could have judged first to try and draw Latias and then bench Latias. So I don't love the... I don't know why we retreated before playing the judge. That doesn't make any sense, obviously, but... And having the energy in the discard pile, I feel like is not... Doesn't really lead to anything for sure. We'll see. Riffling the max rarity deck is cringe. Carrying that someone riffles their max rarity deck is actually cringe. Is actually the cringe thing. So, nope. All right, got our prize card. Looks like plays the trumpet. Trumpet E-switch. Over to Fabian now. Let's see what Fabian can put together going in with the Buddy Poff. Eyeing up at least a Dreepy and a Torchic, it looks like. So no more Bedouin going to be happening. It does play TM Evo, so we could see a TM Evo this turn. Start to develop the evolutions here. Yeah, I feel like it feels like the Blaziken just goes kind of hard in this matchup. Like, there's no way to KO it. Like, Blaziken plus Monkey Dory eventually seems like the play. Oh, is the hand just dead here for Fabian? Oh, no. Is it Boss on Owl Pass? There's a Team Evo in the hand, but there's no energy for it. This is not good. All right, over to Mac. Starting off with a Nest Ball. I mean, just getting Fandorn back into the active here and swinging again is basically all you need to do this turn. Nest Balls for the Fez. Sure. I mean, you want to play the Nest Ball here for sure, but I guess Fez is fine. I don't know what else you would grab, but yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, we have Attach Retreat, so I mean, we can just swing with the Fan Rotom here. And then actually, we do have the Trumpet in hand, so you could Trumpet to the Noctowl so it doesn't get stuck. Well, I guess it could get stuck anyways, but then you have the E-Switch to like move the energy around to unstick something else. Oh, but I guess like we're not really playing around with Badoo at this point, so maybe you just hold the hand to be on. Well, I don't hate using the Trumpet though, but I'm just gonna go with the swing. That seems fine. Shaman gets pushed. Shaman does have 80 HP, so it's a little bit more tanky. Top deck Pecharunt. Oh no. Fabian still in trouble. The Shaman will be able to absorb a hit for the turn. Research top deck here for Mac. And the question is just, what does the play look like this turn? I think we're probably going to try and play this Research. What else are we going to try and do, though? I feel like Trumpet plus E-Switch makes more sense than playing the Stretcher for an energy attach. Or maybe it's about the same thing if you want to leave an energy in the discard pile, but thinking through it here. Has options. There's not a Pokemon in the discard pile, right? Commits to the Trumpet. To the Hoot. Oh, you can Night Stretcher for the attach. So you could get 2 energy on the Pikachu here. So you Night Stretcher for 1, Trumpet 1, E-Switch 1 over, 2 energy on Pikachu or something like that. Hey, why is this? Oh, I thought we were loading up the Hootoo. I was like, why is this Hootoo getting stacked here? He's just committing the energy to the Fez. Maybe going to try and attack with Fez for turn. Although, yeah, I guess we could attack with Fez for turn. I guess it is possible. And then Research is coming down. Honestly, isn't Mass Shuffling the same as Riffle Shuffling, basically? Pretty much, yeah. I feel like betting the cards for when Riffling is unnecessary. I mean, it's just kind of whatever you want to do. If you want to do it, go for it. If not, don't. But I do agree. I think Riffle Shuffling is suboptimal because like the only thing you could do would be damaging your cards, not because you care about how much they're worth, but because it could lead to a card getting marked. And then if a card is marked, you could get like a prize penalty for that. So I always recommend people just Mass Shuffle over Riffle Shuffling, but okay, there is an Arven here for Fabian, so Fabian isn't cooked quite yet. We can get an Earthen Vessel. We have the Team Evo in hand. Or actually, let's go a little bit further. Let's get that Secret Box. And we're cooking. Could discard the Air Balloon off the Secret Box. Or I guess you don't. You don't have to get Secret Box here. You don't have to get Secret Box. You could just get the Vessel. But it looks like it's going to go with the Secret Box. Also, bumping the Area 0 this turn is actually pretty nice before Mac was actually able to go wide and get a bunch of high-value Pokemon in play. Yo, what's up, Logan? Why Pecharunt? Because you can, like, trap stuff in the active and get knockouts. Like, you can, like, punch a Fanotum for, what is it? You, like, KO the Fanotum going back into your turn or whatever, right? You can, like, take weird KOs with the Petch. Oh, we're getting rid of the Artisan. I guess we did have to get rid of something there to use the Vessel. That kind of sucks. Putting the Artisan in play here would have been nice. Because bumping the Area 0 before, like I said, before Mac gets to go wide with Area 0 would have been nice to bump it. To force Mac to find another Area 0 to actually do stuff. All right, here we go. Shaman. Evolving a Torchic. Getting a Dracloak. And the Combuskin. Audios coming down here from Mac. Air balloon, water pond, bunch of Crispins in hand. So it has options here, but I mean, there's like no boss to like chase the Dracloak or the. I honestly probably chase the Combuskin if you could actually, but why does Mac have 5 prizes? Max KO'd a Badoo. Arch, attach, attack. All right. Now we're finally going to get to see, hopefully, potentially, the Blaziken come online here for Fabian. Starting off with a Super Rod, getting back the Shaman, the Dreepy, and yeah, I was going to say there might be value in the Baby Petron here, and we do go for that. Didn't he also KO a Dreepy? Oh, true. Yeah, they did fix it now. Now he's at 3, yeah. You're all right. You're all right. Yeah, like I said, there's no way to one-hit KO a Blaziken, which I feel like if Fabian had drawn a little bit better, could have been more impactful. Fabian can still win this game, though, for sure. Fabian can still win, though. It's not over yet. Okay, Ultra Ball. I see the Blaziken, so we can get Shaman reestablished again to play around Water Pawn. Or a Fez Snipe, I guess, at this point. The Fez Snipe actually is possible. There's an Arven and a Rare Candy. I'm actually not sure which one's better there. There's already a Rare Candy in hand. Ends up with the Arven. Palpad and Poffin. Values the Poffin there. Here comes the Ultra Ball. Getting rid of the Poffin. And a Dreepy, it looks like. I assumed, like I said, I assumed to go get Shaman here. Gotta protect the bench again from the Water Pawn shenanigans. Or even, like I said, the Fez, I guess, could also snipe off the bench as well. Why'd you attach a Fez so early on? So what I thought attacking with Fez's plan B, surely enough to attack. Well, for the board state that Mac didn't have many options, Dan. For the board state that Fabi or Mac was presented with, you were going to 2-hit KO the Shaman with the Fan Rotom, but then having the backup of attacking with Fez on the next turn was like your next best option. Mac did not have a lot of options to pick from. Also, like setting up Pikachu isn't very high value in this matchup either because it doesn't want to KO Blaziken. So you do like doing 300 damage to a Dracloak versus attacking with the Fez is just higher value. For sure. Oh, what the fuck? Is that the Volcanion? Oh, Mac can one-hit KO. Mac can one-hit KO the Blaziken. Oh, shoot. Okay, maybe Mac should have been setting up the Pikachu over the Fez then, actually. I just assumed Mac couldn't one-hit KO it, but actually Mac can one-hit KO it. Hold up. There's moves to be made. Wait, Mac's kind of cooking. What's the synergy between Blaziken and Bolt? I mean, Blaziken, the way to think about Blaziken is more of like an engine, kind of. Like it's an energy acceleration engine. It's like, yeah. I mean, does Bolt really need energy acceleration? Not overly, but allows you to like play stuff like the Petra Run and the Monkey Door, and set up Monkey Door more aggressively and play the Chi Yu and like all that kind of stuff. Ends plan? Wait, dude, what the fuck? Mac is absolutely cooking with this build. The plan is in. Fabian is the plan's in. Fabian's screwed. All right, this one seems like it's over, to be honest. Okay, this matchup is definitely a lot. Well, all right, I think I still give Fabian the edge overall. Fabian did kind of dead draw for 2 turns, and Mac was able to get to a pretty decent prize lead because of that. And now should probably be able to close this one out pretty handedly, to be honest. I think Mac's in a pretty good spot to close this one out for sure. I think going to like I think Fabian still has the advantage though, I would say overall. Yeah, the Volcanian's a big difference maker for sure. There's the Ends plan. Get those energy off the Fez, and the Peak is taking the KO. All right. Catch your Fez, Iona to 1, take 4 with 2 dives. You can take 5 with 2 dives, actually. Okay, it is still winnable. It is still winnable. Also, Mac did not get the Mew off the prize cards. But yeah, you can get the 5. Go counter catch your Fez. Counter catch your Fez. Well, Fabian pushed up the Torchic, but do we have the air balloon left? All right, Fez is a good draw power. I mean, Fabian needs Energy, Candy Blaziken, Dragapult, Iono, Countercatcher. There's a lot. Iono. It's Machi. All right. I'll go with yours. I've been given like 3 or 4 different ways to pronounce it. Wait, he can't Fez, right? Oh, you can't Fez. Oh, no. The Volcanions burn got the KO. DPL? It's going to be worse than that. It's going to be a game loss. But, I mean, it's the same difference at this point. There's 1 prize card left for Machi, so... Oh, all right. They caught it. Well, okay. They can actually maybe fix it, to be honest. It's maybe fixable because they know the cards. Actually, but it's never not a double prize penalty, right? Maybe it's not a DPL. I could see it not being a DPL. It probably is a DPL, but I don't know. Maybe there's a world where it's not. Wait, what happened? I wasn't looking. The active Pokemon got KO'd by Burn, so Fezandipity didn't trigger. But Fabian drew off of Fez, even though the KO wasn't taken during the opponent's turn. Okay, it looks like it's already... Yeah, Fabian just literally packed it up. Fabian just scooped. He's like, all right, I know what's going to happen here. Let's just go next. And they could have... Like, Fabian could have gone through the whole process. The judges think about the situation. Fabian appeals to the head judge. The head judge gets involved. And then 10 minutes later, Fabian gets awarded a double prize penalty anyway. So, shout out Fabian for just keeping things moving. The end result of all of that probably would have been what's it called? They both get a warning, right? In that situation, I assume yes. Both players probably would receive a warning at the very least. Like, yeah, both players get a warning no matter what. Fabian still gets written up probably for a DPL or a game loss plus a warning, and then what did you say, Konstantinos? How do I pronounce it? Machi? And Machi probably gets a warning as well, yeah. You both get a warning still, yeah. Won't scooping be the best way to go around anyways to save time for win game 2 and 3? I mean, they have like 60 minutes left, so you don't really need to concede, yeah. What does Machi get a warning for? For not maintaining board state. Like, even though your opponent, like, technically is the one who, like, made the error, the board state is supposed to be maintained by both players. Board state is supposed to be maintained by both players. Oh my gosh, the squad's prize, bro. What the heck? The ends plan, the Volcanion, bro. The MVPs from the last game. See, but this is the problem though. Machi didn't pile count in between games. If you pile count there, you separate those cards, right? Those cards were all stacked in the discard pile because they just got used. If Machi had pile counted, those cards wouldn't have been prized like that. So. I mean, if you suboptimally randomize your deck like Machi did, you're gonna have suboptimal draws. So, need to power shuffle. Yeah, you got to power shuffle there. Otherwise, you're gonna draw poorly. So, LGM start here for 5. Honestly, attacking with LGM here isn't even terrible, but we're probably going for some kind of TM Evo angle instead. Ooh, honestly, the hand there for Fabian is like kind of gross. Yeah, do you even play the Ultra Ball? Maybe you don't. Oh, we're going for the secret box. Okay, never mind. We're going further. Ends plan to counter the LGM. There's levels to this. Yeah, the ends plan counters the LGM. Shaman turn 1 again. I mean, the thing is, Fabian plays Artisan, right? So if you just have Arvin for secret box for Artisan, Artisan always finds your Shaman, which is like kind of cool. Fabian power shuffle to ensure Shaman. Yeah, exactly. So that's like the big difference there, right? Like Fabian did power shuffle. So like if we go look at the prize cards here, like Fabian power shuffled, so better prize cards, and then opens the Shaman as well. So you get like rewarded for properly randomizing your deck, for like fully evenly distributing your deck in the randomization process. So like you love to see it, to be honest. Rewarded for proper randomization. Artisan coming in as well. Probably just getting another Dreepy, I would assume. Yeah, line up another Dreepy. What is power shuffling? Where you like pile count or pile shuffle. It's power shuffling is just the proper way to say pile shuffling is what power shuffling is. Vessel gives up the Dracula, which probably makes sense. You want to keep the Blaziken around. At first I was thinking we were maybe going to discard the Blaziken, but just don't forget to bench Shaman, Fabian. All right, there we go. Then Evo. Get a... Let's go. Wait, is this the same Azul over a year ago who just despised pile shuffling? All right, there's a Vessel. What do you even do here as Machi now? Like your start is so slow. What the fuck do you do? I don't even know what you do here. I guess you could get like Judge Crystal's not even that good. Like Fabian has a 3-card hand and a Dracloak setup. Like Sob? Is that even good? Like what, there's no good play here. He is eyeing up the Judge in the area 0, like, but Artisan for Rotom. Maybe like I honestly I kind of if I'm Machi here, I think I want to leave the Artisan and play to get a couple uses out of it to find my Hoots, to be honest. This is just so abysmal. What are we doing here, Vessel? Maybe we just Noctowl for research, right? Maybe we just get research Crystal. And then KO the active, but don't shuffle the energy back. If you stop, LGM becomes the GOAT. That's what I'm saying. We have a research here as Machi. I'm actually not sure. I mean, I guess you could have gotten Fan Rotom or retreated to Fan Rotom, right? But also, if you attack with the... Is it going to be a Sob angle? Or do we have an energy in the discard pile to get off of the... Oh, we do have an energy in the discard pile. Okay. What are we getting off the Noctowl here, though? We're definitely not getting... See, I don't think the Judge is that good here. We could have taken one less energy off the Vessel and then just played the research, I feel like. Into the Judge, though. But see, I feel like leaving the Artisan in play is higher value for Machi here, right? If you leave it in play for another turn, you get a Hoot. Another turn, you get a Hoot. Like, the area 0 just, I think, is a mistake here. We should have, like, gotten a Nest Ball for something, or I don't know what we should have gotten, but it should not be area 0. Because, like, I feel like the Artisan's pretty low value for Fabian, but it's a higher value for Machi for the current setup, for sure. I guess we could have gotten... What Machi could have done would be to get Nest Ball for Latias to save the energy on the Ogerpon so we don't lose energy on the retreat. So I think that's definitely a mistake for sure, is bumping the Artisan. The Artisan we want to keep around for sure. Nest Ball Research. Yeah, like, yeah, Vessel for 1 instead of 2, and then like get like Nest Ball Research, Nest Ball for Latias or something, and just leave the Artisan for a turn to get value out of it and then go from there. Oh, this play just seems super weak. Machi is playing the Iron Bundle, though. We talked about the Iron Bundle earlier with Alexandra. And a lot of people have been playing the Iron Bundle in the Teraboxes, from what I've been seeing. Ultra Ball for the Mew to draw a couple cards, but no Hoots down. So building up towards that kind of like Volcanion Pikachu play that we saw in Game 1 is like very unlikely. All right, here we go. Mew for 3. Hoot would be nice. Noctowl, no Hoot. Got an Ogerpon. There's the hard retreat. I have to discard the Psychic or the Water. Gives up the Psychic here. And then, yeah, Fan Rotom for the KO. We still get the KO for turn, but I feel like Fabian's feeling pretty good about the situation. Pushes the Dracloak immediately. Interesting. Thinking about benching the Badoo to maybe slow things down a little bit. Does bench the Badoo and then into the research. Sure, seems good. I thought we'd send up the Combuskin there, but Hoot over Fez over Hoodoo is interesting for sure. Oh, true, yeah. He could have even gotten the a Hoothoot there, right? We had it out to a Hoothoot, just didn't do it. Yeah, the Fez is definitely bad, right? Definitely should have got the Hoothoot for sure. I didn't even like think about that we had an out to get a Hoothoot and we just chose not to. All right, Nitro just coming in here. Second Dracloak is set up for Fabian. Got some draw power. What was that? It was an Iono and a Psychic Pokemon? Was it Monkey Dory? It wasn't Monkey Dory though, was it? Well, LGM's in the discard pile. Was it a Monkey Dory? Oh, it was a Monkey Dory. I thought it wasn't a Monkey Dory, but it was a Psychic Pokemon. So I was trying to think about what it was. It was a monkey, though. All right. What is Fabian gonna... I think Fabian is just gonna retreat to Badoo here. So another slow... Like, this feels like where like Fabian could have had like a turn 2 play for sure, but does whiff the turn 2 play. And is gonna have to settle for running to Badoo for a turn. Which isn't terrible, but it does give Machi another prize card. With like no Hoothoots in play or anything like that, the potential for big combo plays is not super high right now. Another Dreepy hitting the field. And yeah, sacrificial Badoo for a turn. Not terrible. Slow things down a little bit. 10 damage. It does set it up later for like a Phantom Dive, I guess. Hoothoot top deck is pretty good. That is definitely what you want to see here. Why didn't Fabian push Badoo in the active? He found the Badoo after the turn started. Attached to the Fez from Machi here. KO on the Badoo. Dracloak gets pushed once again from Fabian. I thought we'd see Fabian go in with Blaziken, but it seems like Fabian wants to attack with Dragapult. Dracloak number 1. Number 2. It was an Iona or an Arvin. All right. Dragapult is set up. We don't have the energy available yet for... Oh, maybe I'm wrong? Oh, we're just literally going to do 70 damage to KO the Hoothoot. This is like not that strong of a turn here from Fabian. I guess you don't want to Iono. I guess in this situation, you don't want to Iono Machi. But this is like a pretty weak turn. Like, it would not be crazy for Machi to have knockout on the Dragapult here with Clefairy. The Clefairy is prized here, though, so that's not possible. Machi giving it some thought as to what the play is going to be. Sends up the Noctowl with the Air Balloon. Top deck switch. Yeah, there is no Clefairy available. I'm kind of new to Pokemon TCG and I have a question. Sometimes when watching gameplay, I see people put out way more than just 5 Pokemon on their bench. What is this about? I thought limit was a 5. There's the stadium card in play that Machi has, the gold card above the Mew to the right of the Noctowl, or to the top of the Noctowl. Wait, I have a mouse right here. It says if you have a Terra Pokemon in play, you can have access to 8 bench Pokemon. So Machi has Terrapagos and Ogerpon, or excuse me, Waterpon and Teal Mask Ogerpon and this guy, the blue one. Those are Terra Pokemon. So this gives, as long as this stadium card is in play, Machi gets access to 8 bench spaces. And Fabian also plays a Terra Pokemon in Dragapult. So currently Fabian has access to 8 bench spaces as well. But yeah, it's a stadium card that gives access to the bench spaces. I always took going wide to literal with that bench. What the heck? Bench the Terrapagos with an energy. Is it just going to be a Fan Rotom Punch here, though, from Machi? It is, yep. Fan Rotom Punch, 70 damage. This does set up a 2-hit for Pikachu? Is Pikachu the only thing that can KO this thing next turn? I think it's still just Pikachu, right? All right, so Fabian can take the prize lead here with a Gust Effect. If Fabian can find a Gust Effect here, Fabian can take the prize lead, can like draw 3 prize cards with Dragon Ball in this next turn, which I feel like would set him up pretty good. Oh, that's the counter catcher. That'll do it, right? Oh, wait, do we have a fire yet? I don't know if we have a fire energy for Fabian. Is it Psychic and Dark? Is playing the counter catcher. Maybe Iono does get played here for Fabian finally. Brings up the Fez. I don't know what the judges are saying. The judges are getting involved here for some reason, though. I'm not sure why. Okay. I don't know what the judges were asking, but... Monkey now would be nice. Well, you can't monkey... Oh, no, you're right. Yeah. We could draw a fire... Dude, honestly, just pack it up, bro. Shut it all down, bro. Okay, no fire found. No Monkey Dory found either. Yeah, you're right. Monkey Dory would have been pretty good there because we have a dark in the discard, so we could have accelerated that to the monkey plus fire to the active. But it's a whiff. Fabian has no powerful attack this turn, I don't think. There's nothing. Yeah, there's no big play for Fabian to do. That's tough. GU, are we just running to GU here? Cringe. All right, run to the GU. Can we accelerate the Psychic to the Dragapult? But once again, this gives Machi more time to like kind of recover from having like that super slow start. There's the Blaziken use. Goes for the load up on the Dracloak instead of loading up the Dragapult. Wants to set up a full HP Dragapult here, which makes sense because you're kind of scared of Pikachu. Yeah, what will Machi do now? And the Machi's not under that big of pressure to actually like aggressively draw prize cards here either. Like if you could just go retreat to Fanroad and punch for 70, and honestly that would probably be fine. E-Switch is coming out. Over to the water pond. We could cycle that on the grass guy. We also have Crispin. We could play Crispin to get more energy in play. I think Machi just... Oh, no, we are playing the Crispin. Okay. Wait, isn't that... Shouldn't we then have, like, cycled the grass energy on the... Dude? I guess we didn't need to do it first. Oh, we only have a grass energy left in the deck. Okay. Interesting. You can KO Chi and 100 Blaziken? No, there's a... Oh, yes. Dude, I forgot. Shaman does not protect EX Pokemon. Good call, chat. All right, cycle on the Grass Pond to another Area 0. Can bench Latias and then draw one with Mew now, I guess. Mew for 1. Nest Ball to get a Hoot Hoot. I feel like that's pretty big. No Hoot Hoot? Just gonna save it. Does not end up shuffling him back in the deck. Wait. Okay, we do shuffle back in the deck. And then yeah, 120 to Blaziken. Sure. Alright. That works. Don't you need 2 different energies for Crispin? You need 2 different energies if you're gonna accelerate one into play. It should be 120 on the Blaziken here though, not 100. You can use Crispin and just take a single energy, but it has to go to your hand. If you take 2 different energy types, one gets accelerated, the other one goes to your hand. Hopefully they catch that. I feel like that could potentially come up at the end of the... It might not come up. Okay, they fixed it. Nice. Catch by Machi. Ultra Ball, Monkey Dory, Dark Energy. Still no Fire Energy for Fabian. Will Fabian ever find the Fire Energy? Who knows? Maybe. Maybe not. Fabian's like, it's got to be in there, right? Monkey Dory seems pretty good to put in play here. Fabian is still ahead on the prize exchange, actually. Fabian can do a 3-prize turn this turn. Although, do you open yourself up to like a counter catch or Briar play, I guess. All right, plays the Ultra Ball. Oh, there's only 1 fire in the deck. Does this deck only play 2 basic fires? Is there 1 prized? Maybe it does. I mean, you do have Vessel and like Recovery. Oh, it's 2 fire, 1 luminous, I believe. And the fire and the luminous are prized. Okay. Fabian plays the research and no fire energy, but does have a Dracloak. This is big. Oh my gosh. Pack it up. What are we doing? 70 damage again? Bro, there's no way. Did we see a Briar from Machi? I don't think so. Why not bench Fez? Because we want the Monkey Dory is super important here to have established. The Monkey Dory is insanely important here. Dude, now what? Area 0 Azul? Oh, wait, you're right. He has Area 0. Wait, what happened this time? Machi took his headset off, which you're not supposed to do. They're arguing about the energy. But it was Blazikened, right? Didn't it get Blazikened? Yeah. What are they arguing about? The Psychic was last turn, right? Bro, lock in, bro. Yeah, the Psychic was last turn. I mean, Fabian whiffed the fire anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. You think it's Blaziken twice? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, wait, where is the Fez? What happened to the Fez? Did so we could have benched Fez here. Oh no, dude. This is the second time today we've seen a Dragon Ball player forget about Area Zero. Because like at this point you have so many damaged Pokemon on your bench. Do you care about putting Fez in play? I don't think Fabian should care about putting Fez in play here. I just think he doesn't realize that he can put it in play. I think he just forgot that he has access to Area Zero. Which, I mean, I forget personally all the time myself as well. I can't, like, blame him too much. It is a mistake, but... We also saw it earlier. I think Kato did the same thing, right? Kato had access to more bench and didn't take advantage of it? Wait, maybe not. Maybe Kato didn't misplay earlier, actually. Kato maybe didn't misplay. But that's definitely a mistake there from Fabian, I feel like. I mean, Fabian could have made the play. Is he scared of deck out? No. Deck out is never a real thing. You can just not use the Pheasantipity. You can bench it, but just not use it. Kato avoiding Mew knockout on the Duskull. Yeah. I don't think Kato misplayed on the earlier play. Wait, why did he the bench damage go through on Blaziken? Because Shaman only protects non-rule box Pokemon. So it doesn't protect stuff like Blaziken. Yeah, the only thing, he might be scared of Water Pond Sob, I think. Maybe. Like, that's what I'm wondering. Like, is Pheasantipity a liability in that situation, or should you just put it down? I actually don't know. Is he scared of Water Pond Sob, though? He has Monkey Dory, though, right? He wins the Sob war. Like, you Sob 20, I move it over with Monkey Dory, repeat until I win with Monkey Dory, right? So I don't think he is scared of Sob. No, I think he definitely should just bench it, right? Yeah, I think it's just a misplay from Fabian to not bench Fez there. Because you already have the Blaziken on the bench that has 120 on it. So there is already a 2-Polarizer in play that has like 200 HP effectively. But maybe he thinks he could get out of range at some point. He also has Pad plus Turo. True, but maybe he's thinking about that to get the other liabilities out of play. Or like if he can heal the Blaziken out of range of something like Ursaluna. Maybe that's what he's thinking here. So maybe it's correct to not put... It could be correct to not put it in play, to be honest. It could be. I don't know. It feels like it was probably correct to put it in play, though. On Fabian's side. It was probably a mistake. Azul wishes luck on day 2 of the Monterey Regional. Best of luck, Sleepy Cat. Good luck on your run. Oh, 70 more damage to a Water Pond here. Machi has gotten a lot of time here. A lot of time. Are they streaming Monterey? No, there's no stream for Monterey. 5 and 2 for 70 damage is diabolical. Dude, I feel like that's how I put dice. I would just like whatever's like the easiest to grab is what I put in play. So if there's like a 5, I'll switch the other one to a 2. Like my opponents are always correcting the damage I put on their Pokemon or on my Pokemon. They're correcting them to like 6s, which is like fine. I don't really care. I don't like when I put damage in play on Pokemon, I don't maximize a dice's potential first before moving on to the next die. Why did he bench the Hoot last turn? I'm not sure. We could have Nestballed for a Hoot. Maybe he thought it was too much of a liability. Yeah, maybe he thought it was too much of a liability, or he wanted to save the Nestball for a different combo piece to try and set something up. I don't know. All right, Mew's getting loaded up here. I mean, attacking with Mew here is pretty weak, right? We don't have Lottie. Oh, we don't have Clefairy still. Clefairy is still prized. Yeah, Clefairy is prized. But I guess we were drawing a prize card that turn, so we're thinking maybe if we get Iono, we just want to leave more Nest Balls in the deck. Like, that's not a terrible thought, right? There's a Turo in the hand, but we already played Crispin. We We have Volcanion. Are we just sobbing the active? That's terrible, right? Couldn't we have at least set up Terapagos and punched really hard? Or is that ever not? Is that not a good play? All right, just goes for the sob on the Dragapult, which is obviously like a super low value turn. That's like nothing. No fire energy still found for Fabian. Oh my gosh, it's in there though. I think Machi just ate Fabian's fire energy. Like, you don't even want to play the Palpad here, I feel like. But it looks like maybe he is going to play the Palpad here from Fabian. But then you're not guaranteed the fire energy because you have 6 cards in deck. I mean, you definitely just play it though, right? The option of the Turo and the boss, putting another boss in the deck seems like too powerful. But then you could whiff the fire. It would be actually so funny if Fabian whiffs fire here. Oh, just puts 1. Okay, we're guaranteed it now. I don't know about that, though. The boss seems pretty good, but you might only need 1 more Gust Effect to win the game. I think there's a boss in hand, so... This does guarantee the fire energy with an Iono. If Ionos, he's close to deck out. No, he's not. He's putting like 10 cards on the bottom of his deck. Dude, you guys are obsessed with people decking out. Decking out does not happen. It's not a real win condition. It is a real win condition, but it's not the... No one actually will naturally deck out. No one's gonna... People aren't gonna sit there and draw prize cards back and forth and deck out. You deck out when someone is like, oh, you're out of switch cards. Miraculous you for the rest of the game. That's when someone decks out, but someone will concede before that happens. If 2 players are sitting there and they're attacking back and forth and drawing prize cards, no one will ever deck out. It's never gonna happen. It's a real lose condition for Ho-Oh-Box? No, it's fake. It's fake. I'm going to get on stream and pit and deck out so Azul is wrong. You know what? I'd like to see you try. All right. Fabian takes the KO. Spreading the damage. A bunch of 1s. I mean, I guess Fabian is setting up for a 3-prize turn next turn. So this does play around... yeah, by playing it like this, you play around Briar this turn from Fabian. You know what? Honestly, I hope Fabian decks out this game. I'm down for it. I'm here for it. I want it to happen. I want to see it. I want to live it. Play around Briar is nice. Yeah, Fabian does play around Briar here, which is pretty good. Fabian, please use research next turn. To the bench, Crystal in hand. Terapagos gets loaded up. What can you even draw here that does anything? Yeah, this feels like we're going to game 3 here for sure. Despite Fabian not attacking with doing more than 70 damage until this turn, I think Fabian is going to win this one here. I can't think of like a play that could actually happen this turn that would give Machi a chance. We'll see. Would you say that Blaziken Pole is better than Pulsard? Almost for sure, yeah. It's hard to be worse than Pulsard. Sob the Blaziken? Well, Machi already played research, so there's no Gus. Yep, there's a concede. Pack it all up. Yeah, I didn't think there was a win condition here. Fabian could have decked out. Multi-Flosion? Worse than Pulsard? I don't know about that. Bundle Sob, maybe? Maybe there was a Bundle Sob play. No second stadium to self bump. Not sure. I don't think I would have even saved Machi there because I don't think you were taking a knockout. So even if you have a stadium there to clear your bench, Fabian doesn't win next turn, but you don't win the turn after anyways. All Fabian has to do is like not draw a prize card maybe, and then I don't know, maybe they're a Briar opportunity. No, because then Fabian can just draw 2 prize cards that turn. Not benching the Hoodoo there costs the game. Yeah, Machi definitely needs to be a little bit more aggressive with getting Hoods into play for sure. I even go back to like that Artisan bump from Machi at the beginning of the game. Like, I feel like that was a misplay. I feel like the way Machi played turn 2 was just really bad, to be honest. I feel like Machi should have played for... If the research wasn't prize, which honestly I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head, then I feel like Machi should have played for, like, keep Artisan in play research, take advantage of that Artisan to find your Hootoots that you weren't able to find on the first turn because you didn't find a Fan Rotom. So I feel like it was played pretty poorly from Machi there, the turn 2 of that game, for sure. Does the max rarity deck make you biased since you're a known base set enjoyer? I would like to think not. I'd like to think it doesn't make me biased, but you know, there could be something there. You could be cooking. Alright, the hand there from Fabian does have the Arvin, which leads to the secret box, but that it's not that powerful of a hand, I don't think. Prize cards, nothing crazy on either side, I don't think. I assume Machi is choosing first. Did open the Fan Rotom this time, so not gonna whiff it. RNG again. Sorry, the Luminous isn't prized. The Luminous is in there. We have an extra out in the deck. How many players made cut? It was 11-person asymmetrical cut. Actually, we can take a look at the... we should take a look at this in between rounds. See if any of the other matches have concluded. Oh, they didn't update Arcanine. Never mind. They'll probably show us the bracket on stream at some point. Clefairy's not prized, which is going to help a lot. Oh, that was a big part of the last game as well, for sure. The Clefairy being prized. That will definitely help a lot. Ooh, and the Latios in the opening hand here. This is pretty good. What do you turn the Ditto into, I guess, is the question. But I feel like you turn it into a Water Pawn just to have the threat of it, right? Turn it into a Water Pawn, attach to it, force the Shaman find. Or maybe the Shaman is prized, right? And then... Oh, sheesh. All right, good catch. Shout out, Fabian. Yeah, go for the Water Pawn, attach the Water Pawn, have that as a threat, sure. Why does Fabian play Luminous? Just kind of probably just to have like a do-it-all energy that exists in the deck. Has enough basic energy or ways to use basic energy. All right, Red Candy top deck here from Fabian. Honestly, this hand is like kind of weak, it feels like. Is going to go into the secret box. I mean, I guess you can... Well, no, I don't think Fabian can't TM Evo this turn, right? Like, you can't TM Evo and find Shaman. You have to, like, whiff for a turn, I think. Does this build play one prize chicken? It does not, no. We don't have Evo plus Shaman guaranteed. Yeah. So I guess we just play for Evo next turn from Fabian here, probably. That would be my guess is how this is going to play out. Artisan for Shaman. Yeah, we can get the Shaman. We can get Shaman established, but then we can't TM Evo. Yeah, we just can't do everything here. But we can save TM Evo for next turn, I guess. Fabian still lining it all up. All right, there's the squad on the way. Yeah, we'll probably have to Evo next turn. We'll take a turn off. He grabbed Evo already, didn't he? Yeah, we grabbed it because there's nothing else to grab, so we may as well grab the Evo, but we just can't use it. We're just gonna pass. All right, over to Machi. This is where, if we can replace the Artisan, this is where we actually want to replace the Artisan. The hand here for Machi does not look particularly strong as far as options go. Actually, I don't even know what the play is going to be here. Actually, is this a Judge moment? Machi could go get Crystal plus Judge. And then attach Crystal, play Judge, hope to find an energy. I kind of like that here, to be honest. Leaving the Artisan in play doesn't feel great. Well, there's no way you value that. There's no way you go for the area 0, though, right? Because then you're not going to get the knockout on the Chi-Yu anyways. You're just giving Fabian a turn. Yeah, I don't like this. Yeah, this doesn't seem good. As an Ogerpon hit the bench. I do like that. One bench space open at this point. Seems fine. I mean, you could draw into a Noctowl off of the Judge, and that could lead to Crystal Vessel. I think Machi plays the Vessel. But I kind of like the idea of Crystal over the area 0 there, because then all you have to do is draw an energy off the judge. Because like if you're judging Fabian to hope, but you have to, if you're not putting on pressure, it doesn't matter that much. Like if you're not taking a knockout, the judge doesn't matter as much. Yeah. You could be playing for a deck out strategy. True. Could be the deck out angle. Yeah. We got the water, but yeah. We could have got there with the other thing. Maybe he doesn't want to commit Crystal on water ponds and Shaman is on board. That's possible. I feel like putting the pressure on though on the judge turn is like super good. Ooh, it is a whiff from Fabian. Fabian is waiting for Fabian's waiting for Fez draw now. Has a dark energy in hand. I don't know if you ever attach it. The hand's not completely terrible here from Fabian. You have the Fez follow up. You have a rare candy in the hand as well, so you have some options. You're not completely dead in the water. Attach to the chicken and pass. Okay. Now Machi could actually go for a boss play and ignore the Chi-Yu. You have boss Psychic. You could boss up probably the Torchic, to be honest. Attach to the Fan Rotom. Oh yeah, we don't even have to use the active here. Yeah, I like this. I like this play for sure. Bring up the Torchic, swing with the Shaman, or swing with the Fan Rotom, the Shaman Rotom. You know what it is. Or the other play Machi could have made would be to bring up the Shaman, sob it for a turn, then next turn retreat into Fan Rotom to KO it. Wait, does Shaman have resistance to water? Unless that's a thing. But otherwise, I don't hate that play as well. It's a little bit slower as far as drawing prize cards goes, but it does set you up so you can maybe use Water Pawn once you KO the Shaman. All right, Fabian does have an Iono here. Counter catches the Owl. Does have Candy in hand, so could Candy Dragapult. In fact, I kind of almost want to see it. I guess it depends how many Dracloak you have in your deck. Because if you whiff Dracloak here, it feels really bad to have not Candy the Pulp. But this is like, I don't know, that builds up so much. You get so much in play. But it's just going to go, it's going to value the draw power of the Dracloak on this turn instead. 5 for Machi, 6 here for Fabian. We got another Candy. Don't have a Dragapult, but we'd be able to Candy it out on the next turn possibly. We still have Fez for 3 here. And we have TM Evo, actually. So as long as we can find some basic Pokemon here. Could even play the Super Rod here from Fabian. He's just going to go ahead and go with the Fez first, though. So we're looking for a Poffin or a Torchic, I feel like. Ooh, Dreepy is not it. If we TM Evo with the energy on the active, we're not attacking with Dragapult next turn. If we're TM Evoing through the active, there's no option for a Pult attack next turn. That's what we're going for, though. So we're going to be another turn away from attacking with Dragapult here from Fabian. Dracloak set up. A lot of draw power on board. Not a lot of attackers, though. Not a lot of attacking options. And all Machi needs here is an energy to attack with Fan Rotom again and get another prize card. There's the retreat. Is thinking about going into Water Pond, it looks like. Oh, the hand here kind of sucks here. The hand here kind of sucks for Machi. Nothing crazy. Yeah, the Fan Rotom makes way more sense. All right, there. Just going for the KO. I like it. Seems good. Save the Nest Ball. Save the Ultra Ball. Is that Baby Petch? It is, yeah. What the fuck is this list? Do we have poison stuff or you just attack with it? We don't have poison stuff. You can just bring up stuff and trap it with it and set up for big combo turns. To be fair, Pult in good conditions might only need 2 turns to win, so we're still in time. Yeah. It's still winnable for sure. Fabian benches the Baby Petch. Oh, I think Machi just wants to confirm what the card does. And for anyone who's unaware, for a dark and a colorless, it does 10 damage. The active Pokemon is poisoned and can't retreat. And then the ability says the active Pokemon that's poisoned takes, 5 more damage counters in between turns. So you effectively KO stuff like Fan Rotom going back in your... You effectively KO stuff going back into your turn like Fan Rotom. So you punch a Fan Rotom for 60 damage going into their turn. It takes 50 damage coming out of their turn. And then you get the KO going into your turn. You appreciate the 3 months there, Quakenberg. Also appreciate the 2 months up there, Astron. Welcome to the Rat Pack. All right, another Iona coming out. 4 for Machi. Another 6 for Fabian. No Dragon Ball attack available. We do see a Psychic Energy and a Buddy Poffin, though. Into the Buddy Poffin immediately. Gonna go get a Torchic, I assume. Yep, Torchic is available. Fez for 3, and then we have the follow-up of the double Dracloaks. Hopefully he starts using Area 0. Yeah, we'll see. It is in play. We can take advantage of it. Countercatcher was found. I wonder if Fabian will actually play the Countercatcher on the Owl this turn. You could. I'm not sure it's worth it, though. Gust KO Torchic, honestly, is pretty good here for Machi once again, I think. We definitely attach the Psychic to a Dracloak, I assume. We want the threat. Giving it a thought. Maybe there's a bigger play by attaching to the Pecharunt. Ultra Ball's coming out here. Interesting. Dracloak and thinking about getting rid of the Combuskin because we do have the Ultra Ball. What are we grabbing? Are we just grabbing the Blaziken for next turn? Just for the Monkey Dory. I guess maybe just wanted to shuffle the deck from what got cycled off the Dracloaks, I guess. Wait, actually, I think not attacking with Water Palm with throws and setting up 120 on the Fez twice would allow Machi to go 2 prizes and threaten Clefairy KO. Ooh, that is a fair point, actually. Yeah, you could have hit the Fez there from Machi. Machi could have gone KO active plus snipe the... We could still see it happen this turn, though, right? It would still be pretty good this turn. I guess there's a threat of the Monkey Dory healing it out of range. No, actually, no. You could do it twice still. Yeah. Boss in hand. Oh, does Machi actually have... Do you use the boss here, though? Maybe you want to save the boss at this point, though. Even if you boss KO the Torchic, I guess you have Clefairy. Oh, wait, we're going for a Noctowl here. I'm actually kind of... What is... I'm curious to see what Machi actually ends up doing. What's the play here? It feels like using a Noctowl here is... It just kind of feels weird. And Machi doesn't even fully know what they're getting yet. They haven't committed. Pumping Fez. Pumping the Fez might have been the play, to be honest. Looks like he's getting another Hoot Hoot in play. There we go. Get the Hoot Hoot and a Crystal. Crystal makes its way down onto the Water Pond. Maybe it's going to go Boss KO Torch. Oh, if you Boss KO Torchic plus put the 120 on the Fez. Yeah, Boss KO Torchic plus put 120 on the Fez. There's no threat of... Oh, no, wait, the thing doesn't do the thing that I thought it was going to do anyways. Oh, we just didn't shuffle the energy back in the deck. Just KO on the Shaman. Okay, sure. I kind of like the 120 on the Fez, though. Because then you threaten Water... But then you put damage in play to be moved to your active and allow your active to die, though, right? So if you do put damage on the Fez, then Fabian can go, okay, cool. Candy, Blaziken, Monkey Dory, plus attach, KO your Water Pond, which is not good. Yeah. And setting up like another Water Pond might be tough at this point. So I kind of like this play a little bit more. Save the boss, and now maybe you're... I mean, this seems fine. I don't know. You still have Clefairy as well as like an option, so... If you're not going to KO active, then it should be boss something that's not Shaman, right? I don't think so, Radio, because you need Gust effects to be able to close out this game. Like Ursaluna KO Fez. Like now, Machi could maybe go use Water Pond to KO the bench Dracloak and then boss KO Fez. If you have no Gust effects left, like it might be hard to close out the game, to be honest. So yeah, I think you want to try and save that. Using the boss there just seems kind of weak, to be honest, because you don't have like, it's not like Machi has like endless Gust effects like a Dragon Ball deck, right? It's not like, oh, I'm gonna play this boss this turn. I still have 2 boss left in my deck or something like that. All right, we cycled with the Lokes. You could go 120 on Fez, and next turn try to boss Petron Zard with Ogre Pawn 3 prizes. That would be hard to do, though, if you put... Oh, the Shaman Maid's go back to the bench. If you put 120 on the Fez, that gives Fabian, like, a way to KO your Water Pawn with Monkey Dory. Well, the Shaman is back. I am curious to see what Fabian even does here, to be honest. You are scared of Clefairy here as Fabian. Oh, I guess you could still put Monkey Dory in play here as Fabian. I forget that Fabian has access to Area 0. This time I forgot. Catch on Latias this turn. But Fabian knows that Machi has play Switch, and there's no Switch been used. No KO means no Clefairy. Oh, true. Well, no, doesn't Machi play a Turo, or am I trolling? Does Machi not play a Turo? If Machi plays a Turo, then there's still a possibility to make it work. I don't know if actually Machi plays Turo, though. If you Turo, how do you get the energy on? E-switch? Yeah, E-switch. E-switch attach. All right, Machi's giving us some thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wonder why he didn't accelerate the Psychic to the discard. And discard to the Dracloak. Honestly, that's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. What is Petron doing? Retreat lock? Yeah, that's exactly what it does. It allows you to get prize cards without your opponent getting a turn, basically. I don't know if Machi has an out to a Noctowl, though, so I don't know if like the Turo is findable here from Machi. I don't know, maybe you go for like some kind of trap Fez play, though. Maybe there's something there with like a... Well, we played boss, so we're bossing something here. Like, is it ever a sob angle is what I'm wondering. Yeah, Machi's hand is not great. This definitely seems winnable for Fabian, that's for sure. Archaeo the Dracloak. Machi's down to 2 prize cards. So Clefairy wins the game here by KOing Dragapult. So I feel like, as Fabian here, you have to avoid leaving Dragapult in the active at the end of this turn. One for the Fez for 3. If you Turo, then Pet's Trap play into 6 prizes is possible for Fabian. No, because Machi also plays a Switch. Machi plays a Switch and a Turo. And I don't think the Switch has been burned yet. I could be wrong on that, though. Shouldn't Fabian kill with Petch this turn and Iono? Kill what, though? The active? Or one of the Hoots? Yeah, Fabian could kill a Hoot Hoot. But Fabian then still has 5 prizes? But I guess you could win next turn, right? Yeah. I don't kill both Hoots. I mean, you don't really want to give Fez draw if you can avoid it, but maybe. You don't want to give Fez draw and you don't want to leave Dragapult in your active. So if you can do the Petrunt play, I think that's probably best from Fabian. If Fabian has Countercatcher Hoot Hoot. Yeah, Fabian has Countercatcher Hoot Hoot. Kill with Petch. I feel like that's the best play for sure. There's, I think maybe Fabian has it, though. There's Countercatcher. Brings up the Fez. Iono. Is Fabian just KOing, though? He already attached a Blaziken, he can't Petch. That might be a mistake then from Fabian here. Fabian could have gone Petch KO Hoot here for sure. But now we're going... It looks like Fabian's attacking with Dragapult. Oh, no. No, Fabian could attack with Blaziken, right? Fabian can go Blaziken knockout. And then next turn... Wait, next turn can we... Yeah, next turn we draw 4. Yeah, yeah. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Blaziken also works. But you do give... I feel like you give more options over to Machi here, though. Actually, Machi can't deal with a Blaziken anyways, and is that a Gust effect. So this, the game is still probably over here, to be honest. I'm trying to think of like a way that Machi can even win at this point. Oh, Mew top deck's kind of nice. Because we can't one-hit a Blaziken. You could sob the Blaziken for 40, but that's not very good. I feel like Machi really had to try bundle into sob. Maybe bundle into sob. Does play the Iron Bundle. It feels pretty cooked at this point, though. I'm not going to lie. Now our bench is full, so we can't bundle. Okay, and Pikachu shenanigans. I mean, that's never happened. Yeah, the Pikachu shenanigans never happened for sure. Yeah, I think it's cooked. I think it is cooked. I think, well, maybe not. I mean, the sob is happening. Yeah, sob for 40. And Fabian wins with Gust Dark Energy. Has the boss. If there's a Dark Energy in the discard pile, Fabian wins. Does Fabian have a Dark Energy? Yeah, all right. That's game. Does Fabian not see it? Oh, wait, you can't attack with Blaziken twice. Oh my gosh. All right, never mind. It's not over. It's not over. I was like, what? Am I trolling? I was trolling. I was trolling. You can't attack with Blaziken twice. Okay. I think Fabian still wins, though. I think Fabian's still chilling. I can't think of a way that Machi can win, so should be okay here. Yeah, Machi just needed to be, I think, I think we have to go back to that turn. I forget who mentioned it in chat, but I think Machi needed to attack with Water Pond and start to build up damage on Fez. Machi needed more aggressive win cons. He didn't pump Fez. Yeah, he needed to like pump Fez like on turn 3 or 4, whenever it was. We'll go back and take a look at that turn. Did Machi just play the switch face down into the... Wait, I'm so confused. Oh, retreat switch? Why not just switch into Mew and then retreat afterwards? Alright, Mew for 1. But there's nothing to draw, right? Doesn't do anything. The baby fetch is to like effectively just like get a prize card without letting your opponent do something. Like you can baby petch a Fan Rotom and trap it and it dies, or you can baby petch Latias and it builds up damage while it's stuck on the active. It's like Maractus basically. Baby petch is basically just Maractus, but it has more use cases and it KOs your opponent's Pokemon faster. Trap Fez, trap Latias, trap anything. Yeah, just think about Petron as Maractus basically. All right, the Ogre Pond's getting loaded up. I don't think that leads to a win condition at all still. And it works with Blazing because it needs 2 energy, right? Pretty much, yeah. Because, like, yeah, you can't really play, like, you could play the Baby Petch in, like, straight Pulp, but, like, yeah, you can't because it takes 2 energy. You can play it with Blaziken because you have Blaziken as energy acceleration. All right, Sob once again, and that should do it. Yep, there's the boss. And then Monkey Door 30 to that. And then knockout. Fabian gets the dub. Game 1. Really slow start. And then into a double prize penalty for the loss. Game 2, really slow start. And then we had this game 3 here where it felt like Fabian finally had like... it definitely seems like a favorable matchup for sure because of the Shaman. And had some solid footing finally in this one. Prize a Neo upper. Oh, Mies is playing the Pidgeot? That's actually good for Tord, isn't it? Because, like, that's like a useless card in the matchup. Because it's just going to get freaking locked out of being set up. Unless Mies plays the Pidgeotto, I guess. Ooh, Poffin off the top. Not bad. Oh, the Apex prize. Oh, did Mies prize the Crystal? Mies did prize the Crystal, yeah. And the Pidgey, so I guess Pidgeot's not getting set up anyways. I feel like that definitely matters. It's gotta matter more for Mies than Tord, right? Tord plays 4 candy. There's no way he plays 4 candy. He probably plays like a candy, maybe 2. I see 1. Yeah, he doesn't play 4 candy. Wait, hold up, does he? Wait, does he actually play 4 candy? Is this real? No, there's no way. 2? Actually, he might. What the fuck? Is there actually 4 candy in there? 4 is kind of wild. He plays 4. Does he not play? Does he play Dusclops? What is he? I'm curious of what does he? There's no way he like cut a Dracloak, right? Now I'm like curious to see what his list looks like. To be honest, now I'm very curious. Tord loves candy. Big candy enjoyer. No monkey. Oh, no Dory. Okay, that's a cut. Yeah. Not so rare candy. Yeah, that candy is not very rare. Interesting. Still Neo Upper? Yeah, it is still Neo Upper. No Monkey Dory in this economy is wild. Definitely is interesting. But I guess he's just trying to play... Is he like taking a worse mirror match then? I feel like your mirror match has to be worse, right? Appreciate the 8 months there, Squiggle. Mirror's worse. Yeah, that makes sense. Punt the mirror for a better Guardian matchup. Yeah, the Guardian matchup has to be better, right? Yo, appreciate the 5 months there, Leonidas. All right. There's a fan rotom for Mies. Mies also playing the Iron Bundle. Yeah, Mies plays the bird, but Pidgey is prize, so there's no bird this game. Candy plus Hilda is just that goated. True, that is a combo right there. Definitely is a combo. How many Hilda does Tord even play though? Because I saw a Brox in there. I don't think he runs any jamming. Sure. I just have to wait and see the list. Very interesting build though. Didn't pronounce maze since it's Dutch. Sure. Just been coming in from maze. Oh, wait, do we have the turn 1? Wait. What is Maze doing here? Okay, I thought Maze was trolling. I thought he was about to put the energy on the Ditto or something. I was like, wait, what's going on here? But now we're gonna get the water pond, right? And then we go from there. Can you attempt his last name? Brennickmeyer? Maze Brennickmeyer? Maze has a candy. Did we see what for yet? That's for Pidgeot. All right, attach active. And is it just a pass here for Maze? Okay. Over to Tord. We got research. We got Hilda. We got Ultra Balls. See what Tord commits to. Probably gonna be local research. Still plays to Ditto, it looks like. Despite the 4 rare candy. And the 4 candy is crazy. How many Dusknor is it? Just one Nor? 3-2-1? Dude, prizing his ass would be terrible. Didn't Maze attach to Hutu to retreat? He did, but he used Crispin. So, Crispin XL plus attach return. He did prize Nor? What the heck? Cooked. One Nor for 4 candy is kind of wild. Yeah. That definitely is interesting. But does play, does play 4 Night Stretcher, I assume. Or a pretty high count of Night Stretcher. The candies are also for Pulse as well, though. Alright, there's the research. Didn't we confirm that Tor's playing a shit list for meta manipulation? Well, that might have been his worlds list. It's always hard to tell where we are in the cycle slap. It's hard to tell where we are in the Tord cycle. And even sometimes before a new set drops, he'll like play the bad deck before the new set, so people think that it's good going into the new format, and then he plays the good deck for the new format. All right, we're into the Buddy Poffin here. Duskull and Badoo. Does Tord use Giant Shield sleeves? He does, yeah. Loke number 2, Countercatcher and Iono. So far, this game from Tord, it feels like super standard. Like none of the potential of the list that he is playing has happened yet. The 10 punch. Wait, does Tord know that his Neo upper is prized? He forgot about Sob. Oh, he forgot he was sobbed? Oh no, that's so bad. He tried to retreat? Oh no, that's so bad. At least if we get the Badoo there, we like slow down Mace's setup. A little bit of an error there. See how he recovers. And Neo upper is prized. So this is going to be tough, to be honest. Could have evolved active to get out of the Sob effect too. Oh, true, yeah. Yeah, so Mace is definitely going to hit with the water pawn here. I guess Tord could pull the Neo upper off the prize cards by popping some Nors next turn. But I guess we can't pop Nors because... Yeah, never mind. We can't pop Dustnor. Iono Blood Moon. Actually, yeah, next turn he could pop double Clops, KO a Hutu, and then Iono plus Blood Moon attack. That could actually be pretty cool. Yeah, Nor's prized. Let's see. He's meta manipulating to pretend this list is bad by misplaying. True, it's like a whole nother level. He wants to at least get top 8. He's got his top 8. Now he misplays with the deck. And then he shows up next week to Pittsburgh and wins with the deck. Genius. Alright, the pawn is loaded. I assume Mace is going to KO the... You ever KO the Badu or a Duskull, or is it always a Drac? It always is a Dracloak, right? It's always Dracloak. Is Pult the only deck that plays Badu? Yes. All right, Ogre Pawn getting benched here. Now everyone's going to attempt to retreat after Sob just to be like Tord. And Tord's going to play a Sob deck at the next tournament. Genius, bro, genius. Is Mies playing Pidgey out? Mies is playing Pidgey out, but the Pidgey is prized. Yep, Dracula gets KO'd. Okay. I think Tor was just confirming that Maze wanted a Dracloak and Mace got confused. And Tor was like, you want to KO the Dracloak, right? And Mace was like, what? Yeah. I was like, yeah. Okay, all right. Crystal is prized here, but I don't know where it is. It might be in the first 2 prize cards. Let's see. Did we get pulled? Crystal, one time? I can't tell. Oh, Crystal Crispin? Oh, dude, is he cheating? Dude, what the fuck? The only explanation, Crystal, like literally the perfect combo for next turn. What the hacks? Why'd you play Crystal over Neo Upper? He's not. Tord's playing Neo Upper. Mace is playing Crystal. Brings up the Hoot Hoot instead of the Noctowl. Is that even correct? I guess we are going to item lock. Yeah, I guess the chance that Mace has area 0 plus... No, I guess it does make sense, right? Why not the Noctowl? Because with if you bring up the Noctowl, Mace just can just go Crispin, Hoot Hoot, or Crispin, Fanordum, Knockout. But now Mace needs area 0 Latias to actually move this thing, which is like super unlikely. So they should stick it for a turn. Could Mace have gotten out Latias last turn to play around this? That would have been like the only question mark, right? Yeah, Tord is definitely in a fine spot here for sure. Ultra Ball coming in, probably to go get a... You could get Fez, or you could just get a Dusclops here. We'll see. Looks like doing some prize checking here on this pass through. And yeah, he's going to end up on a Dusclops. For a potentially massive next turn. Board wipe the Hoots. We'll see. Could Torta bench the other Duskull there and then like triple popped Nors next turn or something? This is looking pretty good for Tord. Or, I mean, it's looking fine for Tord. I mean, actually, it's looking pretty good for Tord because Mace's hand sucks. So, it's looking pretty good for Tord. Unless Mace, like, top sacks, like, I don't know, Air Balloon or Turo, if he plays either of those. Oh, what the heck? Even Tord evolved to the Dragon Ball. Dude, Tord's scared of that thing getting KO'd. How does it ever... How would a Dracloak ever die there? It'd have to be an insane draw from Mace to actually KO that. Pawn cycle. Van Rotom. I would probably just play an Iono here. Maybe attach the Psychic beforehand. For trolling. The fuck? I mean, there's merit to it, but it just seems like a crazy, like it would have to be such an insane draw from Maze. It is possible though. You know he's gonna get Iono? The GOAT? Oh my gosh, the GOAT. He attaches to the Hoothoot and then Iono. All right. There's Area 0, E-Switch Water, Nest Ball. So some options for next turn, but nothing to do this turn for Mace. I mean, if Mace knows that Tord doesn't play Stadiums, you could play the Area 0 here. But yeah, just a pass over. All right, let's see what Tord can put together this turn. Halucha top deck. I'm not sure if that adds much to the turn, but it could. Ooh, the hand. It's a little dead, I think. Is there basic energy in the discard pile right now? I don't know if there is for the Night Stretcher. Now I can go 3-3. Okay. More Clops. Psychic from Dreepy. Oh, true, yeah. But does Tord want to... Ugh. Does Tord want to swing here? Because if you swing, you like basically lose to Clefairy, right? Oh, but you could get down to a... You could KO both your... Or KO one of the Clops. You could make it so Clefairy is like less likely to happen, I guess. KO double Hoothoot feels better. Yeah, you could do that, right? You could KO both Hoothoots here. You could draw 4 prize cards if you want to, I guess. Or you could just Halucha, I guess. No, but I think you want to clear your board, right? Because right now, Clefairy would KO you back. Or just on a full bench on Mace's side. Like, Nestball Crispin loses... You lose to Nestball Crispin. And you're giving Mace 2 bench spaces to use Fez with to draw. The Fez is prize, but obviously Tord doesn't know that. Actually, Azul, Maze's Pheasantipity is prize. You could just double pop, counter catcher, draw 4. Looks like Tord's just going to settle for the double Hoots. Keep around the other options. Looks like 2-5, 2-4, 3-4. Wait, does that make sense? Did Tord just lose a damage counter? I think I just did my math wrong. 2-4. No, that makes sense, yeah. We got Dusknoir, Iono off the prize cards. Both, I mean, pretty solid prize cards for sure. But Mace basically just wins this turn. Actually, that's not even true. Okay, all right. Clefairy knockout's pretty good, though. Mace doesn't just win with the play, but it is pretty good. Yeah, Tord can still has Blood Moon, so there's still plays to be made. I mean, Mace has to be just Fez and Prey, right? Oh no, Fez is prized. Concede? I don't even know. What do you do here? I keep forgetting that Fez is prized. Pack it up? This hand sucks. We go next. There's like, is there even a play? Like, no memes. It has to be Mew and like, I don't like. How many cards can you draw off the Mew? Like none. You can draw 2. You can get Heavy Ball, or you can get Nest Ball plus Crispin. Sabadoo. Ooh, genius. Maze is thinking about going for Iron Bundle? Is Maze gonna bench Hoothoot, go for Iron Bundle, and hope that Tord pushes up Badoo and then Sob traps it? Is that the line here? That's so weak. All Tord well, actually... Nah, this is pretty weak. But then you lose access to items because the Badoo's gonna item lock you at the very least. So that's still not great. Oh, I guess you could fan order him for the KO on the Badoo? Sheesh, man. Tord can promote Clops, I guess. Yeah, you can just promote the Clops. But you don't want to lose your Dusclops either. You don't want Mace to go knockout with, like, Grass Spawn. Or, yeah, Teal Mask. The Clops send up. And yeah, Mace doesn't have a great play into this. You can... No, sobbing it actually doesn't do anything. Never mind. You could still sob it, but it does absolutely nothing. So you probably just bench Hoothoot and pass. I don't know. But you lose then. Wait, no, you don't. Wait, do you? Well, no. No, you do lose. Tord has game in hand, I'm pretty sure. I think Tord just wins, yeah. You can countercatcher Water Pond, Dusknord, Noctowl win. Dude, what a sack. Wait. Math? I mean, it works, right? This is not Pokemon. It's Poker, Iron Bundle. Yeah. Or plot armor. He can't keep getting away with this. Mace, no draw power, man. Lucha then countercatcher? Yeah. It was game. Well, I mean, you could countercatcher then Halucha. Same thing. The Water Pond had the 10 on it. Did Tord choose first? I assume so, but we'll see what Mace chooses here. That'll kind of confirm it. I assume we're choosing first in this matchup, so. 5 on Owl, then Halucha plus dive. Yeah, it is enough. It is enough. I thought we were coming up a little bit short for some reason. Go to Dusclops attack too. For 2. What? No shot. Just swing with the Dusclops. Why do you put 4 on Fan? Just because it's the easiest thing to KO later in the game. So that's like where the damage is guaranteed to be high value. And then the rest of the damage can go somewhere else if you wanted to. Why I thought he was on 3. Tord failed his meta manipulation attempt by misplaying. True. Or is it a bigger brain play here? That makes sense. So many times they put the 10 on Teal Mask without thinking. You usually want to leave something like a Teal Mask undamaged, so you have the possibility of punching it but not KOing it. So you're like setting up damage to win the game, but you're not taking prize cards, so you're not giving Fez draw potential. You know how Monterey is going? Round one is maybe starting like right now in Monterey. But they haven't done yeah, I think round one, it looks like round one started. Round 1 of phase 2. All right, let's see what Mace chooses. Dude, honestly, Mace just kind of looks like the evolved form of Tord. Like, he's taller, bigger, he gains cool eyewear, and a hat. It's literally just the evolved... Oh my, the squad, bro! At least what's called in the first couple of prize cards. And we opened a Water Pond, which is pretty good. And we opened Crystal in hand. But we opened no Fan Rotom. Stage 2 Tord? Yeah, it's literally Stage 2 Tord. Alright, Mace does have turn 2 Water Pond, but that's literally it. You should attach the Crystal here, right? It would be a mistake. Dude, that's a misplay. If you get Ionoed here, you're fucked. Why would you not attach Crystal here? You're afraid of Tool Scrapper? Honestly, I wish Tord had top decked. I wish Tord had top decked the Iono there to punish Maze. There's no way you don't put Crystal in play there. No fan or turn one's pretty bad. I would drop 10 gifts if Azul managed to pronounce Mace's last name correctly the first time. Is it not Brennickmeyer? That's the second time I've tried to pronounce it, but I said the same thing the first time. Brennickmeyer. See the money? That's 10. I validated it. Yeah, see, chat's got my back. Chat, back me up on this one. Pay up. 10 gifties. Tord is turn manipulating, so that's why he didn't top deck Iono. True. We're just trying to prolong game 2 here. This is the guy that lost to Archie Stoice? This is him, yeah. Mace Brennickmeyer. Is Tord playing Blood Moon? I actually haven't seen it, but I would assume so. Yeah, I would assume so. All right, Tord's going into the Badoo. I think Tord has second Dreepy as well, right? Okay, cool. Wait, Mace has boss. If Mace top decks energy here, Badingus. Mace has crystal boss. If we just top deck energy here, we have KO double Dreeps. That's pretty good. Top deck energy. Oh, he's done it. That's insane. Wait, is that even that good? Or do we just KO the active? Do you actually boss here? I actually don't know. We could just save the boss. All right. Mace Brennickmeyer isn't fucking around. Yeah, I don't even know if it's that good, to be honest. I'm not going to lie, but sure, let's go for it. Tord has Pheasant Hand. Yeah, Tord isn't dead in the water. Like, the board save from Mace is still so susceptible to mid-game, late-game Iono. Like, Mace's board sucks. So I appreciate the 10 gifted there, Nomad. Welcome all to the Rat Pack. I appreciate the support. Shout out Mace Brennickmeyer as well. So we gonna play the new Legends EA game? No shot. Or Candy and Terra? Yeah, Mace Brennickmeyer is playing Pidgeotty X. Alright, well there's the Iono to 4. There's that Fan Rotom. Dude, honestly, if Mace had a Fan Rotom in that opening hand... See, now Mace is literally just dead drawing. But, okay, I was gonna say, do we have a Dreepy for Tord? And the answer is yes, we do have a Dreepy. In fact, we might have multiple Dreepy. Yeah, if Mace's opening hand just had a Fan Rotom, he would have been in like a crazy good spot. Yeah, he would have been in a crazy good spot. But now it's like kind of iffy for sure. Dreepy Duskull getting searched out by Tord. Can Tord just win next turn possibly? I think there is a possibility that Tord can just win the game next turn, right? Candy, Nor, Clops, Candy, Dragapult. Yeah, that works. Or could have Candy Pult, Candy, Nor, plus Dusclops, and could just KO both the Fez and the... But I guess the Fan Rotom's probably going to get benched this turn. Well, actually, maybe. Maybe it won't. How many Candy is Tord playing? Tord is playing 4 rare Candy. Yo, Mace is itching for this top deck right now. Actually, if Mace top decks a Crispin. Oh, dude, he's unstoppable. What the fuck? First the energy and then the crispy off the top? Huh. Hold on, he might be him. Mace Brennickmeyer, bro. Dude, his board still sucks ass, though. His board is so bad. Is Tord on Arvener research? Research. He showed the two Crispin? Yeah, he showed the two Crispin on the bottom. Oh, he's doing the math. Wait, Neo Upper would have to get involved. You always KO the Dreepy here, I think. Because you forced the Neo Upper from Tord. Tord has Candy, Research, Iono in hand. Still no Hoot Hoots on Mace's bench. Mace could just lose this turn, right? Mace could still lose. It would require... Oh, wait, Ursaluna can get involved as well. He could get Ursaluna'd here. Maybe that's why Tord is thinking about sending up a Duskull to maybe get Ursaluna involved. This is why Mace is Mega Tord EX. No Mew off the prize cards. That's unfortunate. Lucha top deck doesn't change much. You have the Candy in hand, though. Do you draw with Fez first to try and find something to combo with the Candy, I guess is the question. What's the Candy for? Getting to Dusknoir and Dragapult faster. Oh, that's true. He can't pop two skulls anymore. Good point, good point. Because yeah, you just lose. Honestly, it'd be really funny if... Hey, let's see what these three cards are. Countercatcher, Dracloak, Hilda. The Hilda and the Countercatcher. That's Candy Pult Neo Upper right there. And then Countercatcher the... You Countercatcher Fez Punch for 200 spread 6? That's a pretty good play. You do just lose... you don't lose to very much, and Mace still has nothing established, despite having a 6-card hand. Hey, there's the Hilda. Mace does have Turo for the Fez. I have to imagine that's the play here from Tord, though. Is going to be Countercatcher Fez Punch. Lucha Countercatcher Fez Pop Nor on Water Pond win. Well, that's not happening. Chill out, chill out. I would win the game, though. I don't think you KO the Fez. Do you? Do you KO Fez here? Maybe you do just KO the Fez. Maybe you do just go Lucha knockout. It doesn't seem terrible, to be honest. Yeah, there's the Hilda combo, though. I assume you always play the Countercatcher. The question is just, do you kill the Fez or not? I assume you don't, because then you just give Night Treacher. You give Mace access to Fez draw through Night Treacher, or just like Super Rod, what's it called? Recover, put it back on play. I'm curious to see what Tord does. Got a couple different choices here. Because like the chance that Mace has Turo is like 0, basically. That's like the one card that is like really annoying to have to deal with here as Tord. But the chance that Mace has Turo is like 0. So I don't know if you ever play around Turo here. You maybe think about it and you're like, oh, Turo would be kind of annoying. But Night Stretcher would also be really annoying. And... oh, just going for the KO. Okay. Knockout. Oh, I guess you could... could you win with Water Pond? I guess giving the Fez draw, though, feels so iffy. I don't know about giving Fez draw over. All right, let's see how it goes. Mace can draw with Fez now. 1. That's an Ultra Ball. Ursaluna. Ooh. Not very good. Can you even do anything? Dude, is there even like a real play here? Discard down to Clefairy plus Mew. There's not even 2 Pokemon search cards in the hand. Oh, Call for Family. Dude, you're a genius. I didn't even see that. Yeah, Turo plus Call for Family is insane. You get a Hoothoot and a Clefairy? And maybe even Ultra Ball for like another Hoothoot. Yeah, Turo Call for Family is super good here. I think I would save the Super Rod though if I was Mace. Oof, plays it. Or gets rid of it, whatever. Would have got rid of our candy there, to be honest. What if he calls for Family? Tor just has game? Not on board. He could win, but doesn't mean he's gonna win. I think no matter what, Tord could win the game next turn. So you can't play as if Tord could win the game. You have to give yourself an out to win the game. Because if you never give yourself an out to win the game, and then Tord doesn't have game, then you can't win anyways. The Hoots need Terra, though. I'm fine one eventually. Figure it out. The Call for Family is definitely the play, though. Turo, Fez, bench Pidgey attached, Turo, Call for Family, for sure. Then he just loses to Lucha Counter Catcher Clops, which Tord has, I think. I mean, that's fine. You can't play to not. You have to play to win. You can't play to just not lose, because then you'll always lose. If you play to not lose, you always lose anyways. You have to play to win the game. The question I'm curious about is, does Mace see the Call for Family line? And if he does he actually think it's correct to go for it? That's what I'm curious about. Does Mace see the Call for Family line? Or does he think it's incorrect to go for it, maybe? That could be it as well. He could see it, but think it's incorrect to go for. No, but in this situation with this hand, you have to Call for Family here, right? I think you have to Call for Family here. This play is not strong enough. From Mace. Dude, Call for the Family. Get the fam. Get the fam involved. He definitely shouldn't have Ultra Ball away the Super Rod. He should have Ultra Ball away the Rare Candy. What mana's Call for Family? The Pidgey in his hand. No family. Famless behavior, bro. I don't know if he saw it. I definitely, these are the situations where I'm very curious, because it is a little bit of a unintuitive play, I guess. Like, the play doesn't exist. No, you don't Call for Family. You know what I'm saying? The play's a little bit unintuitive. That's the correct word to use, but Vin Diesel is screaming at the top of his lungs. Rebench the Fez? You kind of have to, because otherwise Tor just Ionos you, probably. All right, is that game? Does Tor just have game? Halucha. Oh. That might give game. The Ultra Ball might be enough here now. There's a Dusclops in hand, so you can Ultra Ball for another Dusclops and it's game over, I think. Oh, you can't double Clops. My bad. You can't double Clops. You can't double Clops. Yeah, the Super Rod from discard from Mace, the more I think about it, is so much worse. It's so bad. The Super Rod discard was so bad. Because now if you top deck Nest Ball as Mace and Tord does KO your Fez, you can't Super Rod plus go get it. Mace needed to discard the candy, keep the Super Rod. And then maybe even Call for Family. I don't know. Mace hoping for the double Clops. True, Mace is praying for that double Clop. One Clops plus Halucha plus Gus, I think, is enough. It is not, but Tord can KO the Fez and the Hoothoot. Tord can KO Fez and Hoothoot and Iono Mace to 1. Wait, how is that not just the play here? Need 2 Gus plus Nor? No. You just... Can't Tord just go Halucha the Fez and the Hoothoot, counter catcher, Clops on the Hoothoot, and then Iono, and then KO Fez, KO Hoothoot, put the damage on the Fan Rotom. And then Mace has a 1-card hand and a Fan Rotom, and that is it. And Mace wins with energy plus Gust on Dusk with Fan Rotom? No, because there's no Stadium in play. He would need energy. He would need Gust, energy, Stadium off of a Ariano to 1. Cord missed it? No, I don't think he has. He's gonna do the play. He's doing the play right now. I think he was just thinking through everything. Oh, he was thinking maybe the only way to lose here would be if something gets gusted afterwards. But yeah, this should be game here. Dude, how is he in the tank so hard right now? Dude, how is Tord in the tank so hard right now? What is he thinking? Is he actually scared of the Fan Rotom win condition? Maybe he thinks Fan Rotom gives him a higher chance to lose than... Because for Noctowl to win Mace the game, it would have to be... He's more scared of Fan Rotom. So he thinks if Mace draws like Night Stretcher for Fan Rotom... So what Tord is playing around here is... Ooh, Mace got the Mew off the prize cards. So if Mace finds a Nest Ball... the Nest Ball is live. So what Tord is playing around here is if Mace draws a Night Stretcher, like specifically Night Stretcher for Fez to recover Fez, what do I lose to more often? The Noctowl combo, like Noctowl, like a Terra and a Noctowl, or a Fan Rotom with a boss. So, oh, there's a Nest Ball. And what's the other card? Oh, who? That's Mew for 3. I see you have a 1-card hand, no Fez, no Terra in play for... What's it called? Yeah, exactly. I mean, the chance to win here is still, like, basically 0, but... This would have to be insane. I don't even know what would you even need to draw here. The nuts. Research into the nuts. You can definitely do it. It's definitely winnable this turn. Iron Bundle Ursaluna. Ooh, Iron Bundle Ursaluna is actually... That's the play right there. That's what we want to see. Bundle Luna. They got to get the judge shuffle involved. Respect it. I respect it. Latias, Crispin, and Clefairy also wins. That does win, yeah. All right, here we go. Hoot hoot. Terabagos. Ah. And Mace packs it up. Tord wins and moves on to the top 4.